All righty. Well, it's that time again. WarZone. We ran through our preseason. Couple games have already got in already, and we're going to kick off the first game of the season. Raiders headed to Oakland to take on Dorn and the icy one
Raiders are heading to
Raiders.
Tennessee. They're heading to Tennessee.
All right, so they should be kicking off in a few minutes now. Who you got tonight? Who you think's going to win it?
I was thinking about this earlier today. I think this can either be a field goal game or a blowout either way. No middle ground.
Yeah, I think the same.
Raiders huge, Titans huge, or field goal.
I'm
Nothing else.
saying 13-3, 13-3 to the Raiders. We'll go ahead and drop out, and we'll go ahead and hit our intro.
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
Alrighty, so we are getting started. It looks like we're about to kick off here. Or, I'm sorry, we've already had a kickoff. Looks like we had a touchback. Looks like we're under center. Looks like 4 wide. Derek Carr gets the ball, stays in the pocket. And he's got Cordell Patterson across the middle.
Squeezed it right in there.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. I got the Raiders are loaded. That O-line's dirty. Marshawn Lynch, Derek Carr, Crabtree, Amari Cooper. Defensively, they hurt. And it's the same thing with the Titans. Is Mariota, Murray, Henry. There's a couple young receivers, and that defense is hurting. So this game should be a fun one to watch at least.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, the Iceman. He already, he's very stout on defense to begin with. But Marshawn Lynch's first carry gets absolutely stuck in the hole by Brian Arakpo there.
3rd, 4. Obviously, when you're playing Madden, these are the good guys convert, and that's Clive Walford coming in sub that fullback for the Iceman here. So he's probably looking to come out and run heavy set and probably try to trick Shoddy. And he is looking to try to throw to the fullback out of here.
Got a little Texas route here. How you start a game plays a big factor.
And
he's got him too, wide open.
Nice formation sub, and that was smart because you're going to have a fullback back there. Ain't no point.
Right. Linebacker jumped left on the wide receiver.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Iceman goes down, ends the game like 16 to 18 passing, 140 rushing, and punches this in right here, and just kind of sets the tone for his season. He don't turn the ball over much.
Yep. He doesn't take chances, and he's not gonna be able to with Shoddy the way he. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, yeah. Welcome to Oakland. 2 carries for negative 1 yards to start this thing.
Nice play call by Shoddy too.
Definitely.
Ted always takes on. This year it works a little better than man blitzing and stuff, but
well, he's always going to hit the hole well with his linebackers. I think the question will be with Shoddy usually is he going to get those user picks? He usually is top 2 or 3 in the league in that, so he can definitely control a game when he needs to. Oh man, Cook wide open there. He gets in behind the linebackers there. He's going to get all the way down to the 38-yard line of Tennessee. 1st and 10.
Yep, that's where man defense hurts you is whenever they can stretch the field after some. I mean, man defense is made for 3 to 5 second window, not for And that's real time I'm speaking. But when that play drags out in your man, odds are you give him longer to stretch the field and get open.
Yeah, plus zero
Looks like,
pressure here.
Car's empty again. He fits it in the wind. Oh, no. Nice strip by David Williamson there, and it knocks him pass incomplete. Sitting second 10 on the 38 now. They said Dorn's still driving here. That big pass, and he's running empty. I think he wanted to see Shoddy man again because he looked like he had a couple of drag routes coming across.
Yep, and he's pretty much been able to kind of carry Shoddy's user ability away from wherever he wants to go with it too. So Shoddy's going to catch him. I don't believe he's not going to get him a couple times or at least once here tonight. But it looks like he's moving the ball away from him. And once again, got a little bit unlucky on a block shed right there. But he had Shoddy guessing wrong again on the wrong hole, and he had him in man again.
Let's see here. I'm saying 3rd and 8. And obviously, you can see the plays here. Everyone can, but Iceman got to come out empty. You got to hit some drag routes, and he's hoping for man defense. Now, that we'll see if Shoddy picks up on it. I think Shoddy goes zone right here.
Yeah, for sure. Iceman's got to make sure he gets 3 here.
At
the minimum.
Let's see here. Hitting the hot routes, checking at the line.
Hot route galore. Oh, here we go.
Oh
no. Oh, he got turned. That was about to be a walk-in. I don't know if Carl would have caught him, but Morgan with the pick. Way to jump out there in the flats.
No, Shoddy went zone like we said, and I bet you he hot routed to one of them zones or whatever you want to call it, a playmaker, that zone down to a hard flat because he jumped it quick.
Yes, he did.
It's a bad read by Dorn, and Shoddy. That's huge. Swings momentum. Should have been pick 6, but that's the pains.
I mean, best case scenario right there looked like a no gain for Dorn. I mean, for the Iceman. So it's definitely not a great decision there. But first play for the Titans is going to be a stretch to the right for DeMarco Murray, and he's going to get 2 yards off the side. No Henry to start. Does that surprise you?
No. I mean, Murray. If they play up to their overall rating, Murray's the guy to play. He's like an 88. So see if that's.
You never know what new guys are going to pop up early.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know what? We'll see if EA did feed us a load of BS again and tell us they added all this stuff and different, elements to the game, and then we come to find out it's the same, like holding Y and your players play to their capability, their overall. We'll see if that holds true. If that holds true, then I think DeMarco Murray starts a good idea. If not, then I think you're just wasting reps.
Yeah, for sure. So far, he's got six yards on 2 carries. This is where Mariota's going to shine right here. Oh, look at the move, and he goes down too quickly. Oh, man. Well, he is allowed to go for it according to WarZone rules. 4th and inches anywhere on the field, you are allowed to go for it. But still, should he not get this, what a boneheaded play to not get beyond the marker.
Well, my thing is, he slid so early. Why not? Like, no one was around. Get the 6-7 more yards and then slide.
Yep.
There was no one around him. Wasn't getting hit. Dumb move. And I won't be surprised he gets this stuff.
With that nose tackle, the way his positioning is, oh dear. And he gets it with the body. Man.
Yep. Injury timeout already. This is unreal. There's nothing, speaking of EA, injuries. I mean, I know you got to have some in there. And who's to say that isn't a legitimate one or not, but we've already seen there's been 6-7 other games already take place tonight, and everyone has 7-8 injuries. So we're going to have to drop those down to settings. We've already discussed this and let you guys know in the league chat.
Week 1 lost like 14 guys already, and we're going to have to make major changes. I flip out to the left there. Going to pick up 10 yards on the play. We've got broken ribs, but we're not sure exactly who that was.
Mario Edwards Jr., D-end.
Was it?
For the Raiders there.
Oh, yeah. You'll have the ability to see it better than I will.
Yeah. Shoddy driving now. Same spot Dorn was in. He's at the 36 instead of 38. It's 1st and 10. 2:20 left in the first. Looks like Shoddy's audible and over, and he pounds up the middle with Murray for a gain of 0. So Shoddy trying to establish a run early. That's I think what a key is to being good at this game is being able to move the ball with little risk, and that's a good run.
I think going back to EA, but that's one of the problems. It's one of the things the Iceman does really well is he is able to stop the run with that cover four really well. He's gotten me on it plenty of times, and what a terrible he gets his feet caught up with who was that Taylor Lewan gets his feet tangled up, and he goes down for a big time sack. So it's gonna be 3rd and 17. But going back to that last, go ahead.
Well, I say we got Mariota slides early on the inches, dumb play. Yep. Rolling out, not being aware of his offensive lineman, bumps into his back 3 times and trips over. Dumb play. Definitely. Let's see. So Mariota just throwing into coverage here on 3rd and 17 and make another dumb play. Motions out of the backfield, and he looks.
Oh, my goodness. He's got him. Who is that? Is that Sharp? I couldn't tell from there.
Dimed him up there.
What a throw.
That's Taywan Taylor.
Yeah, Taywan Taylor. Big time throw right over the cover too, and that's something that we talked about me and you before. That cover two. I love it. It wasn't there last year, and now you're able to fit that window in.
I love it. That's real football. That window is there in real football. Cover 2, right after the cornerback between the safety. That's a hard play for any safety to make, especially when you're the Raiders safety. I doubt they got. I mean, Carl Joseph ain't making that play. He's not. Shoddy.
And he has got him.
Yeah, in the midst of my talking, Shoddy ran a play action. Double post with an arrow on the backside, and he dimes him up for a tutty. So
JR gives his approval on that one.
Yeah, that's 7-0 Titans with 36 in the first quarter.
And it was easy. Now, he's camped out in the back of the end zone there.
What we said they were both going to drive down each other.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even I picked a touchdown for the Iceman. That was it. And I'm already wrong, which I will be all year.
I said this can go 42-7 one way or another, or it's going to come down 35-32, something stupid like that. Their defenses, although they both play good user defense, the team defense actually isn't that. Like, this is not a good defensive team either side.
Right. Yeah. Both of them have the offensive sides are way more stacked.
I think 18, the offense is like at an advantage this year. So
yeah, I'd still say if you're gonna get to the icy one, you definitely want to get him. You want to get that early lead. But look, how about this first play? Marshawn Lynch has a huge hole. He picks up about 12 right up A gap.
That's that halfback wham. Yep. And a lot of people are saying, like, a lot of the Madden community. I don't know how many of you guys follow who you follow, but that's supposed to be a big meta. The halfback wham's supposed to be one of the go-tos this year. So let's see if Icy doesn't take advantage of that again later in the game. But that's a nice run.
Yeah, you wonder if Shoddy was in. Oh man, that was nearly a gasher. That nearly went for 64. You wonder if Shoddy's in, pass commit in that situation. Especially, I mean, even on those two, maybe he's potentially thinking after that big run he might go to the pass and not run it 2 times in a row. But
Shoddy's getting caught, and he's been in nickel and dime defense the whole game.
Yeah.
He ain't even gone into his base defense, and they said that it's going to impact people running the ball. If someone comes out in a dime defense, and you're running, it's supposed to be easier, and it looks like it is so far.
DB blitz is a great play, but you gotta, it doesn't stop the run. It's a nice one to get pressure quickly, but it doesn't stop the run.
Shining a 4-man front, play action, beautiful from Doran, but he fits it in there with a touch pass. That play action was nice. A car must have a high play action, because the camera zoomed in on the running back, which felt like a full 2 seconds.
And it clearly fooled Shoddy because he took right off after Marshall.
I do like that. There's a lot of nice aspects of this game. For the most part, we're both pleasantly surprised and impressed with the game. I mean, I know it has some flaws like injuries and whatnot, but here we are, 2nd and 4, and Carr's under center with a flanker left, power
He's
left.
Got room.
It's the first. Now he's just ripping them 8-9 yards.
You wonder what would happen if he could take it more outside right there. He definitely had some green pastures.
Starts the game 2 for -1, and now his next 4 carries gets 37 yards. So the run game for both teams starting to get set. And they have similar style backs. Murray and Lynch are both big pounders that can go to distance if needed. But I mean, they like to bump it up between the tackles. Carr under center, single back Lynch, up the middle again. There's first contact, not tackled.
5 right there.
Yeah.
So you look, those 3 drives we've talked about it. They both, or all 3 of them have kind of settled in this same spot about the 30-yard line. Nobody's having too much trouble moving the ball on offense right now, which again was a surprise.
I got a score update. Bears are up 3-0 on McClatty and the Falcons at the bottom of the screen there. Here we are. Car drops back. Got a drag route open, but the heat gets to it.
Oh,
That's a big stab.
yeah. And honestly, it might have even been a smart take right there because he was looking at that drag. You could just tell from his rhythm that he was looking at that drag, and that might have had the ball going the other way. Maybe a safe spot there. You get a chance to kick a field goal here if you get a couple yards rather than maybe turn the ball over on that throw.
We have 3rd and 16. I would think the Iceman will go empty again and hope for man defense, like we said earlier. And then Shoddy's going to go zone and probably going to get him again because the biggest thing is adjustments, and I don't think either one of them are making too many. But it looks like he's coming out with a play action, 3rd and 16. He runs it. He's got 2 drags across. Shoddy's
got square. Oh, and he's even the safety bailed out maybe smartly on that. Not a great looking pass right there from Carr.
He's bringing in Sebastian Janikowski, who definitely has a leg for a 53-yarder, but 6-mile-an-hour crosswind and the new kicking. I don't know. We'll see. Here.
Looks like a shank.
Wide right. He had the leg. But
which was surprising.
Yeah. So we're at 7-0. 5:43 left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Titans ball, midfield. Yeah, I mean, Shoddy can capitalize here. 14-0, and you can establish the run the way you are. You can. I mean, wouldn't say milk it, but I feel good 14-0.
Well, what we know about Shoddy is that he's probably the last person in the league to come out what you'd call a milker, and that's probably the reason right there. Never necessarily known for running the ball or being a king in that category. So we'll see how if he tries to stick with it, but most likely we're going to continue to see him airing the ball out.
Someone tell the right tackle you got to block Khalil.
Yeah, not great. Steal that.
That guy is kind of good on Madden, so I don't want to block him. Looks like Icy's user Ben Heaney, the middle linebacker.
Yep.
Shoddy runs the draw, breaks the first tackle, and looks like it was going to be a lot bigger gain than that. Yep.
Had that same situation earlier. Looks like the linebackers continue to evade and go into the wrong spots, but they've been bailed out a couple times by defensive linemen getting off blocks.
3rd and 10. Raiders need to stop here big time. He's still user and Heaney. He's in man defense. Shoddy got a drag come across the heat. Gets him. Is that Khalil Mack? Yeah, Khalil Mack.
He is.
Like I said, I think he's good. I think he's got a high rating. So we might want to be aware.
Yeah.
Let's be aware where he is.
You can run man whenever you've got Khalil Mack flying off the edge unblockable. That's a smart choice.
4th and 18. He's punting. Raiders are getting the ball back. Looks like it'll be around like 4:07. I'm guessing. Yep, about 4:07. Nice punt. Looks like no one around. Iceman's going to spin, and Shoddy says,
Sat him down. That could have been big. If he gets around him, he definitely had some room, and Patterson's obviously got some wheels.
I don't understand the spin as soon as he caught.
Right. I thought he could have just taken it right up the alley there, but.
All right, he's at his own 9. Raiders at his own 9. Coming out in a pass play here. He's under center with Carb. Shoddy looks like he's going to pass defense. He's still a 4-down lineman, but there's the blitz.
The drag looks there. Oh, and he doesn't take the drag. Instead, he throws it into triple coverage. Gets picked off, and Shoddy, Bryce McCain gets the pick. They're down to the 22-yard line, and Shoddy's in business. He needs to come away with points here. The Iceman is doing everything he can to go ahead and give this away. We'll see what he can do here.
I thought he did a good job evading first rush. I think he bumped into the offensive lineman when he went to pass and got that stupid.
And then he fits it. What is it? Right over Mac right there. He fits another one in there, and they're cooking right now. 1st and goal from the 2.
Mariota 4-4 for 74 yards.
It looks effortless. And Delaney Walker. Shoddy said before the game, he even protected him in the WarZone wheel. If you've seen that video in our list. He said he's going to be a big part of his offense. And then on 1st down, DeMarco Murray, right in. Just barely even had to give an effort.
14-0. Another thing, did I hear you right? You said Delaney Walker's being saved.
He is being saved. And I asked Shoddy twice. I said, "You're talking about your tight end, right?" Oh, and he shanks the extra point.
Shankopotamus with the PAT and hits a poor kid in the 3rd row of the stands. What a douche. Here's a kickoff. Iceman got nice special teams too, which we're talking Iceman up, and this ain't looking good. Maybe it was thinking of the pass. Maybe it was Madden 7.
Oh my goodness, what a spin.
Hey, blender ball, dirt nasty low. Yeah. Let's get it. But no, what we're saying, Well, what was I saying?
You're saying we're talking up the Iceman's special teams, but he's not showing a whole lot of special activity right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That was a nice little return, but it's only out there at 22. He takes the knee in the end zone. He's at the 25, and right now he needs all the yards he can get. But here we go, coming out slants, high formation. Let's just see if he starts working Crabtree and Cooper. I felt like he was having success passing the ball and running the ball. I mean, he's
Yeah,
obviously
well, two very bad reads. I mean, that's really all it boils down to. And what a hit right there. We got to let Jim Ross come in on that one.
My God. Shawnee's users are as good as anyone else's. I mean, call a spade. He's capable of being one of the best users in there, but Shawnee also is capable of being what do you want to say the nicest way with a football IQ.
Good play off the edge there. Yeah, it's just he's going to be up and down. He's going to have games where he's going to absolutely crush you, but then at the same time he's going to give up 48 and throw 7 interceptions.
So we got 3rd and 12 here. Raiders, man, he's kind of. I mean, quicksand right now. This could get out of hand here if he turns it over. Has to punt. 2.5 minutes left. He's going to run play action. This looks like an old play. We used to run in Madden 17, the nice bunch.
Yeah.
But
almost every third down, but goodness.
Carl Klug making a early shout for Defensive Player of the Week.
Just unblocked.
Hey, here's my favorite punter coming out, Marquette King. Let's see, they put the dab on him whenever he boots it. Does that PAT come back and bite Shoddy?
No, not right now. I mean, he's just doing whatever he wants. I mean, now has it helped that both defensive lines have basically kind of controlled the game on some big plays, sort of on 3rd down? Yeah, but right now he can't move the ball, and when he does move the ball, he's turning it around and making a bad read. So I don't see him doing
out of bounds. So Shoddy's got it at 35. We'll see if he does what you said. Shoddy just goes down the field. Also, score update: Bears are up 10-0. So we're keeping an eye on that Bears game. It keeps updating every now and then. Oh, DeMarco
Murray's got a ton of room on the left side. Looks like he gets about 13 yards.
Shoddy got to be in. I assume Iceman was assuming pass there.
Yeah, and I would have thought so too.
Yeah, you think a minute 45, why run the ball? But that's a big part is keeping them off balance. So here we are at 1st and 10. We're in ace formation. Shoddy under center with Mariota. Brings the motion across. Fakes the handoff. He's got the guy beside him. Oh, he throws a drag instead.
Did you see? Looks like Murray was wide open up the left seam.
No, that's that receiver that came
coming around. Never mind. Yeah, Murray faked the handoff.
Yeah, he missed that one, but he'll probably come back. I'm sure he's seen it too. He probably just panicked. Here you are at 2nd and 1, a minute 20. It's time's ticking. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Shot here. Yep. Screens, throws it. Oh, it's nice.
And he got the shuffle foot animation. Never a good sign. And then Max running you down.
Yep. Guess who's there?
So all of a sudden, you look at that play. He misses that wide open receiver. He gets 9 yards. You think, oh, that's not a bad little spot to be in. Now all of a sudden, you don't get off. You get off the field right here, and you're kicking yourself. Good pocket though. Oh, nice. What a play!
Man, he tried to fit that in there, that little out route, and I'm going to assume that was a computer, and that was Khalil Mack.
Mack. He's putting the team on his back.
I'd like to have a Khalil Mack in Carolina. I mean, I got Kuechly, but whew.
I mean, he's trying to save him single-handedly.
Yeah, he's done all but that so far. Punt.
Oh, don't return this. Okay.
Shoddy punts into the end zone for the touchback. Iceman got the ball with 3 timeouts, 50 seconds. The big thing here is be safe with the ball, especially when you're on your own 20. But, I mean, why you run that? Let's run one of them money run plays or like a safe pass play. See if you can't bust something and then maybe get in the field goal range. And I think that's what I'm thinking here. He's coming out in a run heavy, but he's passing out of it. He's got a streak down the left side. Maybe you win the jump ball. But that's my only thing. Play action. Carr's back, and he does what I said. He throws the jump ball down to Amari Cooper. Cooper goes up and doesn't come
Swamp
down
ball.
with it.
You know what? Whatever happens here, though, you still got to say, Shoddy blew an opportunity. He's going to get that ball to start the second half. He had an opportunity to go down there at a minimum, make it 16-0. You know how I mean that's basically a 3-score game. It's very difficult to score, inside the 5, and he's going to end up probably wishing he had those points back. But right now, he's just completely controlling. When the Iceman has to pass like this, you can just tell it's just out of sync. There's just not a lot going on.
That's good. Like I said, Mark, Iceman has good offense, but he likes to be the safe guy. He likes to pound the rock,
right, exactly.
Post, drag, slant. He likes to hit safe routes. And he's gonna get a post right here.
Got him.
Dimes it up. Amari
Cooper is alive.
There's a timeout, and see that's I just was saying. He likes to throw those safe passes. He had a too high safety. They split, went and covered out the quarter or half the fields. They went out to the wide guys and left the middle there a little, uncovered. So
yeah.
Dorn takes advantage of it. That's what I'm saying. He needed to do something safe, but he needed to move the ball to see if he can at least get 3 here. Getting 3 will put the momentum in his way a little bit, but it'd be a huge victory for Dorn after squandering away points and stopping Shoddy here.
Definitely.
So they're 1st and 10 at his own 47. He's got a drag coming from the right. He's in the 4 receivers to the right. Cooper out on his own to the left with a deep jump ball again. Let's see if he hits that fade. I think he's got. He hits a
nice.
drag.
That was a late read too, because honestly, when you saw it from that focal point, it looked like he was going to end up going to that deep ball just to test it. But sure enough, circle came open late.
There's a no huddle. Looks like the same play.
Oh man. Yeah, he had the guy in the middle of the field wide open.
Yeah, he throws that same pass. They got pick 6 or should have been pick 6 earlier. And Shoddy's taking cover 2. Dumb coverage, in my opinion, when you're trying to prevent a guy from scoring. And he's coming out 5
and
wide.
And he sprints left with his linebacker who's supposed to be taking care of the entire middle of the field. So got lucky on that one.
Looks like Dorn really likes his formation when he has to pass. His quads out to one side and single receiver lined up on the other. We'll see what he does here. It looks like he's got another out coming. If that gets picked, that's pick 6. And it looks, Shoddy started to jump it.
Oh, and he still threw it. Okay. You know what? You make the argument in Madden 17 that I don't think that ball gets fit in very frequently. But
what's Dorn doing? I mean, you got to call a timeout too, not to cut you off, but
yeah.
Call a timeout.
I assumed he did immediately.
And you got time to run. That one play before he kicked the field goal. So now here he comes with 3 seconds, kicking a field goal. I think he had a chance at least one play, one throw up. I mean, he's at the 19-yard line, but this should be a gimme field goal. And the Iceman might have short-opped this one.
Yeah, I think you wonder why he did that. Well, let's see. It looks like it's got the distance. He's going to sneak that in there. So we got some life in Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were just talking about. That's huge. And Dorn needed that. And so we're starting the second half now. Titans get the ball with a 10-point lead, and let's see if they can't get back on. I mean, Mariota's having a day right now. I think he's 5 of 5 for 80-some yards.
You just wonder if he's going to continue to let him throw or not. I mean, he's made nothing but safe passes. We haven't seen anything, really stretch the field that wasn't over to the corner. So
has he needed to?
He hasn't needed to, exactly. But you can see, Iceman, he continues to stack that box. I mean, he's basically begging them to try it. But then again, even with that stacked box, they're picking up yards. I mean, 3 yards a carry ain't great, but you consider that, there shouldn't be a lot of, they should be begging them to throw a deep ball here. And, Shoddy continues to just basically run it up the throats.
Well, here we are now at 2nd and 8 after that 2-yard carry by DeMarco Murray. Shoddy's coming out and spread, sidecar to the right. Dorn looks like he's going to pass set defense. Here we are.
Oh, okay, there it was. There's the dangerous throw from Shoddy right there. He had to check down on his running back if he wanted him. He tried to throw the out.
Cover 2. You got to read cover 2. I like what Dorn did there too. He dropped the defensive lineman into coverage, and that's like a zone blitz, and it's nice, obviously, in Madden, because you look for that guy user and the linebacker's running around, and all of a sudden the DN drops coverage.
Yep,
he did it again.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
didn't work
did Shoddy
on
get that in? Also, 3rd and 6, Shoddy does convert. Stick route to the right. I didn't think he came in. I thought he got the animation where he dropped it, but
I
that's a
did
nice
too.
play by Shoddy. Here we are, 1st and 10.
He protected him for a reason.
Titans driving a little bit. Runs, play action.
Big time pass block right there. I don't know if that was the left guard or left tackle, but he saw it coming off the edge there, and that he saved that play, whoever that was. Mariota had a clean pocket in the end. And a Taylor. That's 2 big catches. They're going to come out now, 1st and 10 on 38.
Dorn doing all the right things, but can't get the big play. So
right.
Let's see. I mean,
well, how many times have we seen a play that wasn't Mac outside of that? That play there on the pass breakup. I mean, it's been him or nothing right now.
Yeah, but I mean, right there in that last one, the guy picked him up the block. That was going to be a sack. It was going to be a 15-yard loss. It was a big shot play. So now we're sitting 2nd and 9. Tennessee coming out in 2 sidecars. I mean, he's got a back out of the backfield. I thought it was wide open.
Okay, and there it is. And look who this guy is. I mean, honestly, he's already pretty much. I don't even know if it'll matter if they lose. I don't know how we can avoid Khalil Mack being player of the game right now. But goodness me, he gets to pick off the tip ball. Absolutely walks in.
I just don't know. Here's the thing. Adjustments was what we talked about earlier. Shoddy, what the hell are you doing? Keep it away from Khalil Mack.
Draped like a blanket.
You've had no problems anywhere else in the field, and you continue to go at Khalil Mack. It's 13-10. This is close to the score you said, 13-3. Only you had it backwards, but the Iceman is huge for him, and I got to think momentum's Iceman's way. That's 10 unanswered as he kicks, and Titans take a touchback. I think the Iceman is ready to play now.
Absolutely, and you know how it is when you give up points like that. All of a sudden, the game clock speeds up for you in your mind. You're not so quick to run the football. You want to just throw all day. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes back to business. Looks like we got a counter left here. There is some yards to go here. Oh, maybe took it a little inside too quickly, but a quick 9 right off the bat, or 8 that is for Murray.
I see Dorn using Khalil Mack. Dorn, what are you
let
doing?
Him go.
I mean, the computer's done fine for you so far.
Definitely.
Run with that Ben Heaney. Here we are, 2nd and 2.
Inside zone.
7 yards. Just ripping it. He's got 12 carries for 43 yards now and a tutty. And
that's with what, 2 or 3 tackles for loss? I mean, he's had a couple. I mean, it's been kind of feast or famine so far.
I like DeMarco Murray. I think he's kind of underrated. We got spread, sidecar right. Mariota takes a snap, looks like he's got 2 corner routes coming. They're covered up, so he gets
nice little check down there,
and gets 6 yards. So that's, Shoddy being smart. Yeah, he can't turn it over there, and he knows it. So here we are at 2nd and 3. Shoddy coming out to the 50. Score update: Jets are up 20-0 on the Bills in the 3rd quarter. And Chicago's up 17-3 on the Falcons. Got a drag. Shoddy gets the first down right there. Plus more.
Oh, he's got room. He's got room. And the ankle tackle at the end. Mariota's stat line continues to build with just safe passes. You did mention Jets Bills. I want to shout out Bills, our Bills user. He's the one that gave us this nice little overlay interface with the WarZone line. We appreciate that.
1st and 10. Murray off the right side for no yards. Man. I thought it said user strip.
Yeah, I did too. I totally did too. And he put him in the spin cycle to end it.
Coach Shoddy Smith. Attention, Coach Shoddy Smith. Stop running the ball at Khalil Mack if you want to win. Yep. Here we are. 2 backs in the backfield. Twins to the right. Flanker left. Motion out of the backfield. Fullback dash.
Goodness me. But the immediate block shed. Murray 14 carries for 42 yards. This is a big play because, like you said, the momentum is flipped. I don't care if he got down the field or not.
Yeah, field goal's a win. Field goal's a win for us.
It is, but you know that Shoddy does not want to give the ball back to the Iceman right now with it being in range of a touchdown because it felt like 15 minutes ago we were pretty much salting this thing away.
So here we are, 3rd and 11. Shoddy's under center with unbalanced to the right. You got a drag from his tight end and a post. Jumped the post late, and he throws it back down. I thought Dorn did a great job of suckering him. I thought he was throwing that
I
post.
thought he threw it. I completely agree. You want to know what else I think is a little bit interesting? Is that, and here we go. Let's go ahead and watch this this setup here from about 32 yards out.
Shoddy takes the
He's
lead.
good.
He
16 to 10.
advanced a little more, 16-10, minute 55, third quarter, and Dorn wins right there. Dorn won that.
Oh,
series.
for sure. Let me ask you this: are you surprised? Shoddy, from my history with him, I've seen him. He runs a lot of the halfback slip screens. We haven't seen that once yet. I'm a little bit surprised by that. There's been some room in the flats on a lot of these plays. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to that yet. With Iceman backing off in those cover fours, there's a lot of room to run.
18's changed a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people changing their play calls now. So we'll see. Maybe it's just not in this playbook. Obviously, we don't have custom books, so maybe it's not in there. But here comes Dorn on the 25 after the touchback. Looks like he's running play action. He's probably going to go. Here we go. Drags. There's the play action.
Take your choice. Oh my goodness! Dangerous throw, but he fits it into Cooper.
Throws the drag late.
Ooh.
To be 9-14 for 2 interceptions, but that could have been the third one right there. Ooh. Because 17. Maybe that's why we're worried. The 17, that's a pick. You know that linebacker.
Absolutely.
So maybe this year it's like, you can fit that in there now. It's a little more realistic.
Right. If the guy overruns it, they're not reaching back and grabbing it like they would have normally, which is a good thing. We're definitely supporting that.
Yeah, I'm glad. It hurts me, but it makes the game a lot real.
Oh, okay.
More realistic. Excuse me.
Lynch decides to take it to the right. It looked like he had a hole, right off the left side of the center there, but he ends up taking it to the right. Still ends up getting 4 yards by falling forward, but it looked like there was some room to run right off A gap on the left side.
2nd and 6. Oh, and here's score update. In a Battle of Florida, Miami up 26-7 on the Bucks.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I mean Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, nearly got sprung.
And I bet you, I'm willing to bet he was holding turbo, the sprint, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Got the block.
That's bad.
Yep.
Hey, Falcons coming back in that game at 17-10 now. Bears are up. But back to the Battle of Florida there. Vinegar seems to be a good user, and he came back to us, and I'm happy for that. But Bucks, man, kill switch is a tough out, and he's down early, but I bet you he comes back in that game.
Absolutely.
So here we go. That quad's right with a single receiver out to the left. He's loving this when he's got to pass the ball. 3rd down, he's passing the ball.
Oh, and that's a great throw. Considering that corner just basically sitting down on that route, he fits that in nicely.
Dorn is not reading the coverages. I mean, you cover 2, you want to throw deep middle or right past the corner, not out in front of them where they can see that. Dorn coming out in a similar play.
It's a little lucky. I wouldn't be surprised if Patterson comes free on this one, but we're going to end up having the break. We're headed to the 4th quarter. More points scored than I would have guessed.
What do you think is coming for the outcome? We said it's going to be a field goal game. It's either a blowout or a field goal game.
If you ask me right now, I'm going to say 19-17. Shoddy gets it.
Here's that formation again. Quads right, single receiver left.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, he might go. He may go. Derek Carr picks up big yards on the draw, but then gets absolutely obliterated. And we're gonna have to see real quick what Jim Ross has to say about that one.
That was me. Hi, Jim Ross.
It's playing.
Oh.
All right, now we're back. What a hit! I mean, that was like Elway in 98. I mean, he just went flying.
I love that the Iceman put that play in there and run the draw because no one was expecting it.
No one expected it. Everybody ran away. But he's got to get down.
Yeah, you don't got Cam Newton like some people.
And even Cam usually fumbles, as you know well, as the Panthers owner.
2nd and 7. Shoddy needs to, get into this clock a little bit while scoring too, because he's only up 6.
Yeah, that was a huge turn. Let's see what he does here.
Receiver screen, motion bubble. I mean, whatever you want to call it there. Orbit bubble screen is what the game calls it. But there it is. Shoddy's starting to work that screen.
That puts him over. So well. 200 yards of offense with that play. I mean, it's been fairly dink and dunk. I mean, and it's been effective, especially with the Raiders turning the football over. They haven't had to do much all game, and So now he comes out. It looks like we got another inside zone, and again, more room. I mean, it's either a loss of 2 or they're picking up 8 right now. He's got 16 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown, does DeMarco Murray, and we're setting up a 2nd and 3 here at the Oakland 39-yard line, 6:40 to go.
Now, when Dorn held it to a field goal last drive, that was huge. But Shoddy, being a veteran, kicking the field goal comes into effect here because now Shoddy kicks another field goal. He's up 19-10.
Yeah,
and that's big.
Hard to come
Where
back.
I mean, it went from being we thought,
and he does it again. And oh man, okay, it's Bruce Irvin, but it looked like Mack was the one coming off the edge on that other side.
Yeah, so Mack applies the pressure. Dorn in that invert cover 2, which is a deadly defense. I mean, you got to go deep on them when they come out in it, but you can only run what's called. You obviously don't see what's called.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. He
But,
had nothing going there.
Yeah, so huge turnover, and I was just saying the Shoddy needed to come away with 3 at least, and he just put Dorn right back in the game. I think Dorn's going deep here. He drops back. He is risky with that
it's
float.
It's an interesting time to float that ball in there, but he gets it in, and he's in business. I mean, this is on Dorn. I mean, right now this will be up to him to decide if he wants to win this game right now because Shoddy is giving him ample opportunities. Let's see what he does. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of Tennessee.
5:50 left in the game. This is a big win for both of them too because they're in tough divisions.
Definitely.
Jaguars. So Shoddy already playing behind. Jaguars beat Texans, so you could have 2 teams with a loss to start week 1 in that division.
Yeah, he won't complain at all.
Back in the backfield, open, Carr throws, hits Lynch. And that's Jawalloway or whatever.
Richard.
Well, all the way. And it's a big 15-yard gain there. At the 30, and this is where Dorn has kind of – that's Jalen Richard. Dorn has kind of, like, fuzzled out whenever he gets to the 30-yard line. That's like his
Yeah, has he gotten inside the red zone yet? I don't believe he has he?
No. Khalil Mack's been inside the red zone, and he's been inside of Shoddy's backfield. So here we are, 1st and 10, 5 minutes left. In the pistol, dive left. What? You know what?
He had room.
I just realized Dorn pulled Lynch. I don't understand it. I know the speed, the threshold, you'd think 84, 85 speed, whatever Lynch has is slow. I'd still rock Lynch.
He definitely pulled him. We didn't see an injury or anything like that, or is he formation switching, keeping him out?
I don't see how that's formation.
I haven't seen him in the last 2 plays. I think you're right. And there's no way he'd been fatigued after it because this was a quick turnaround here, short field. Here comes Lynch finally.
Well, maybe it was. I'm not sure.
He's making a lot of changes. I mean, it's a larger amount of changes than most guys in the league you'll see. Making customs.
But that's something that a guy that understands his offense and what he wants to do, they get good at that. I am always jealous of the guys that can come in and don't have to. I set my depth chart up and it's the same depth chart the rest of the game. I'm very he's doing it right now. I'm very jealous of these guys that know their offense, know what they want to do, and know who they want running.
Yeah, and week 1, year 1. How about that?
What?
And in week 1, year 1.
Yeah. Well, carrying over from what he knows, I guess. Here we are, 3rd and 4. It's a big 3rd down. Play action. Shoddy steps up.
Amari Cooper drops what would have been the go-ahead touchdown.
Amari Cooper gets paid. He's supposed to take that. Dorn coming out in a field goal. I think he should go for it. 4th and 4.
Plenty open. I'm sure he trusts his defense right now, but man, Cooper, what a big time drop. I mean,
and Dorn misses this field goal.
Oh, it's gonna sneak in with the wind pushing in. He's definitely had some woes. And you think about that kick he missed. That was definitely a makeable kick earlier in the 2nd quarter. You look at that 3-point deficit. It's hard to not kind of a little bit point your finger at that spot. But he's gotten himself back into it. And how many times have we said this so far?
Shoddy with the touchback. 16-13. 3:50 left. Everyone's got their timeouts. Shoddy, hey, if you want to be a top end user, want to be a competitor, you got to say right here, Raiders don't get the ball back. You drive out you drive the border out.
You can't complain though for us, for me and Tuddy sitting here calling this game. That game, it looked like it was about to go to possibly even a blowout. So we got a nice one to start off our new campaign. So I'm pretty happy with this so far. It looks like it's going to be, oh my goodness, immediate shed up A gap again. And like we've said, it's either 8 or -2, and DeAndre Levy gets right through there and knocks him down for a loss of 2. And so,
Yeah,
like I said, go ahead.
I talked all that ish on this defense, and both of them have. I mean, they've bent, but they haven't broken.
Absolutely.
Shotty's empty now.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
that's
what
what I was
he's.
gonna say. It's gonna force him to throw, and that's just how that kind of works.
And
And look what he does. He forces it to the safety.
That's that rookie Obi.
Yes, it is.
Below. I'm not sure how to say his last name, but
Unreal.
I'm pretty sure in T-Call last year, Dorn drafted him too. So it's funny that here we are, 2018, and he's actually on that
Pass
team.
him down. So wow, 13-16 here. Oakland has the ball at the Tennessee 39. 3:15 to go. What do you think you think he comes out conservative, tries to leave Shotty with as little time as possible? Looks like he's coming out in the I for him to start off.
You know what? Hats off to Dorn.
Oh my goodness. Lynch with a broken tackle. 7 yards. Looked like there was nothing there.
2-yard loss becomes a 7-yard gain. Yep. But I got hats off to Dorn for kicking that field goal last year. I'd go for it. But he kicks it. Now he gets a turnover. Now he can come away with at least a tie. Minimal.
You look at the game so far for Mariota. I mean, he made so many safe throws at the end, and in the second half, Shotty's just got Mariota throwing every bad ball. Exactly. He played not to lose, and now he's sort of getting caught up on, and he pressed like you said.
So 2nd and 3. Dorn, I like this play call from Dorn. He's got the back out of the backfield. He hits him. 1st down.
It's been there all day.
Yeah, Shotty's not covering it.
And you look, we talked about that. We said, how many users is Shotty going to get? Is he going to get it? Dorn stayed away. And I mean, it wasn't like he was having great success in other places, but he stayed away and he's kept himself in the ball game. And now he's just, basically getting his checkdowns. We talked about how many bad reads he's made also. At least now he's starting to go back to those safer reads. Looks like Lynch again off the left side on the inside zone. It's definitely been a popular play tonight.
He was hit 2 yards in the backfield, gets a 4-yard gain. So the game tightening up. Bears up 24-17 on the Falcons. Looks like that's a good game. Jets holding down. He's up 26-0 late in the game. Battle of Florida's coming back close. It's 33-14 with about 5 minutes left in the game. So Buccaneers the chances are getting slim, but I never count Buccaneers out. He's a heck of a user. And if there's someone who can pull it off, I would not be surprised. Dorn in his favorite passing formation, quads right with a backside receiver. Looks like he's got Cooper on a slant. I'm assuming he's going to try to hit that. I'm thinking this gets intercepted right here. I've seen the slants. If you get pressed, it doesn't work as well. But he checks out of it. Oh, my goodness. It's the
Danger
drag.
Alert.
Hits the drag from right to left. Goes off his chest, goes straight up in the air. 2 attempts at the defense. 1 attempt at a receiver, nothing comes of it.
And you know how it works, with guys in Madden leagues. That, if Shotty's unable to come away with this win, that's going to be the reason he lost.
All right. Excuse me for one moment.
Yep. So here we go. 3rd and 6 here. Oakland, big play here on the Tennessee 24-yard line. I mean, you obviously feel good about being able to tie this game if you don't make a mistake, but at the same time, they've got an opportunity here to win it. I don't think many of us would have thought they would have had the chance 20 minutes ago. But here we go. We got 3 stacked over to the right for Carr. He's got Lynch on his right in the shotgun. He's going to pass, no play action. He's going to go deep. Oh, my goodness, and a great pick. And Tennessee looks like we'll see what they call here. They may – okay, they're going to put him down, surprisingly, all the way up to the 3-yard line. It didn't look like he came out nearly that far, but I guess it's the point in which he caught it. Big time pick right there. Surprising throw when you've had a tie game just basically sitting right there. So now, Shotty's going to come out and probably pound the rock a couple times. And then Murray's got plenty of room. That's the last thing you wanted to do if you're Oakland right now. You give up 8 yards on 1st down, then the chances are probably pretty high that Tennessee is going to be able to pick up this 1st down, and that's going to leave Oakland with very, very few amount of timeouts. And on the wrong side of the 2-minute warning here. Shotty's gonna come out in the strong formation. He's gonna toss it out, and Murray's gonna pick up about 4 or 5 yards there. 19 rushes for 63 yards. and not probably shouldn't have went out of bounds in that situation.
What that I miss.
Um, I see through a very poor pick in the end zone. He had a little Z spot situation going on, and he hung a ball up, and it was in triple coverage by the time the ball got there to the 3 yard line. Shoddy picks up a first down, but goes out of bounds. So now he's going to run counter left. Murray's got room again. Oakland just cannot stop the run in a situation where Shoddy is clearly coming out to run the football. Oakland not coming out and run stopping defenses, and this one's about over. Second and
My
4 here, 1 timeout. This is a big play.
my question. You have a guy named Marshawn Lynch. Why don't you just run the ball? You're in the red zone. Go get your 3 points. Go to OT. You had all the momentum. It would have been 16 unanswered. And then Shoddy just runs a play action, swing pass to the right, ends the game. That's a first down. It's over now.
That is
Yeah, I mean, Dorm pissed this one away. Ends up being a field goal game like we called, similar to the score you said. I mean, I know there's a few extra points in there, but very close to what you called. And we said it's going to be either a blue runaway or field goal game. But Doran didn't even go to his settings. I mean, what they added this year, take advantage of these things they add, guys. You can set your defense to be more strip happy or big hit happy or more conservative or go for interceptions or bat the ball. Use these things, guys. I mean, if Doran uses that, who's to say that one of his guys, like Khalil Mack, don't Spartan kick the tackle and strip the ball?
Definitely.
But
yeah, I mean, the great thing about this game though was that there were plenty of opportunities both sides to where you could kind of say, "Oh yeah, that they blew the game there," but not missing that kick. Icy one was just a little more obvious. You miss a makeable field goal, and then you throw a pick right there, and then he nearly got pick six on the one. He got a little bit fortunate. Just didn't take care of the ball enough, and so we'll go into we're going to the post game show again. 13-16 final. Titans go to 1-0. Raiders drop to 0-1. Not the greatest debut for Lynch, but he looked good. He just didn't really get the opportunities, and Mariota looked good at times. He looked awful at times. So we'll get this thing over now to the post game show. So I'll ask you now. Who's your player of the game tonight?
Khalil Mack and Mariota.
I'm not totally sure who mine is at the moment. I mean, Khalil Mack obviously completely ate the entire game, but I don't know. Everyone was just very inconsistent. So I guess at the end of the day, Khalil Mack's definitely the safest option.
Even in a losing effort, I feel like Khalil Mack was player of the game. He's the only reason it was a game for the Raiders.
Definitely.
I think he scored 10 points. I know he didn't kick the field goal. I know he didn't kick the PAT, but I mean, he pinned down field position twice, which allowed the Raiders to get a field goal, and then he picked 6. So you tell me why.
Absolutely. So we'll plug real quick. We're gonna skip week 2. We're gonna come back live most likely around Wednesday or Thursday, most likely Wednesday night, and come back with Uncle Creepy, the creepy one. He's going to head over to LA for the first starter game in LA. He's going to be taking on CSAF, so that one should be a good one. Obviously, we've said before on a couple of our videos, the AFC West is probably going to be the most competitive division, top to bottom, from the users we know. So that one should be a good one.
Yep, we looking forward to it. I like both guys. Creepy's been a cool dude. Honestly, if we could, I'd like to get a little interview with both of them. Maybe prior to the game, if not after the game, or at least one of the two. So maybe we can get that on there, just to get what they think of the league, think of their team, what their plans are. They plan on, how much they're sinking into free agency compared to the draft, or vice versa, and just maybe we get a little bit of interview with them.
Definitely, it's always early. Get a chance to.
Top of that, a few other things that we've seen. We had – what other games went off tonight? I played the 49ers, who is a good opponent, and some technical difficulties. Net kind of held him back a little bit. McCaffrey had a good debut for me. but I ended up winning 23-6.
Yeah.
26-6. Let me see here. Let me pull up the other
Talk
score.
about that Giants win over the Cowboys.
Yeah, a 3-point win from Peyton. Damn, me too. Now that's his name in there.
We
It's
should
like,
talk a little bit about the box score. Have you been able to see the box score to that game yet?
yeah. I just got it pulled up. I was watching that stream.
Passing juggernauts out there tonight.
Okay, so actually a good chunk of games. I'll start with here. New Orleans beat the Vikings 24-6. Yako. Just check. I mean, Yako couldn't pass the ball. It looks like Bridgewater. 2 INTs and 32 yards passing. So,
how many yards passing?
You didn't hear me wrong. 32. With a 5 rating. So that's never a good start. Drew Brees with 4 interceptions. Rushing the ball. Adrian Peterson looks like he said, "I'm gonna show the Vikings what they're missing out on," because he went 22 for 110. Receiving, he had 5 catches for 50 yards. So I think Adrian was the player of that game. Let's see here. I want to pull up what other games we have this week here. Giants, Dallas, big game, probably for the division and for playoff race. Giants squeak out 20-17 over the Cowboys there. He started Webb. He's going the youth route, and 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions from Cali. But we thought Webb had a bad game, and then Dak Prescott said, "Hold my beer," and went 0 touchdowns for 6 interceptions. So, but Zeke had a game.
Yeah, you look at Odell Beckham Jr. goes for 6 and 127, and then Zeke comes out with 20 and 134 and a touchdown. So everyone else seemed to be doing fine. It's just, quarterback play definitely did neither one of those teams any favors. And considering that's a division game, it's definitely would be it's a tough one to swallow. If it would have been the Cowboys getting the win, you could definitely, as Cali for the Giants would have definitely said, man, 2 of those picks don't go my way, I probably win that. If you're Cowboys, Cali's a great user. I respect Cowboys game a lot, but definitely if you can get Cali early, that's exactly what you want to do. And you lose by 3 and you threw 6 picks. Yeesh, want that one back.
Carolina game. McCaffrey had a nice day, and Kuechly sealed it up with a late interception. We got Baltimore, Cincinnati. Baltimore. He put one on Cincinnati, it looks like. 45-13 is a final. Started Flacco. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Andy Dalton's 1 touchdown for 3 interceptions. But Kenneth Dixon went 25 for 184. And anytime you run the ball like that, you have a good chance of winning. Mixon has a good debut. 7 carries, 83 yards, and a tutty. That's always a nice start to your rookie campaign. Eric Weddle, 2 interceptions.
Can we appreciate that somehow, some way, Tim Hightower got the bulk of carries in San Francisco tonight against your Panthers?
Carlos Hyde got hurt.
It did. Okay, that makes sense. You look at the stat line, you weren't sure if it was a benching or not.
Yeah. Battle of Miami or Battle of Florida was my. I'd like to have watched the game because Bucks.
I think we're both very surprised. We're not taking anything away, but I think we're both very surprised.
Solid, but 40-14, and maybe just Switch hasn't had much time on 18 yet. He'll come around. Like I said, he's a good opponent, but
makes you curious. Jameis obviously goes down, but that box score makes you curious, doesn't it?
Two touchdowns and 4 interceptions for Fitzpatrick when he come in relief. But look at the rushing. Jay Ajayi, 13 carries for 218.
Goodness, and 3 touchdowns. Definitely will be interested to look and see when those highlights drop, because that was Bucks is not really known for getting slashed in that regard.
Nope. And then Tony Lippett had 3 interceptions for Miami.
And we know how much Killswitch Bucks loves to throw to Mike Evans, and he was the third highest receiver as far as yards go in that game. So definitely not a normal game for him.
So we hit up about Jets and Bills earlier. It was 20-0, and Bills showed some life and came back 32-12. So, I mean, for a division game, both teams are rebuilding. Not bad. Tear, he's a good user. He'll build that Jets team up. It'll be a tough team here by the end of the season. The last game that finished tonight, another buddy of mine now. I'm a fan of the Bears because Atlanta's in my division. I need him off my back as quickly as possible. 27-24. That looked like it would have been a good game to watch because I mean Bears jumped out early, and he came back. Bears start Mike Glennon. No, they didn't start Mike Glennon. Trubisky started 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions his rookie debut, and then Mike Glennon come in relief and didn't do much. So maybe that's what happened.
Definitely. And we've got Chiefs and Patriots kicking off now, so I'm sure we'll be able to update that through the league as time goes on. But that covers it for week 1, right?
Yeah, and I'll say so far, surprise of week 1, how many interceptions we've seen thrown between everybody here. I mean, I bet you in the 6 games or 7 games we just went over, I guess 8 games, but there's probably been about 40 interceptions. So, guys, we're all friendly here. We like to give everyone a chance, I guess. Then my big surprise is Bucks. Like I said, Jameis being hurt. We're going to reset the injuries just so everyone knows. Unreal. Besides that, you have anything to take or anything to say?
You nailed the majority of it. Injuries were obviously big today, but like you said, turning the football over, a lot of chances to win games that a lot of guys we wouldn't have pegged to win. I know I put out my preseason predictions. I wouldn't have pegged a couple of those games, and I'm already on the wrong foot. But that's a great sign. I love to see parity in the WarZone, and that's exactly what we're looking for. But as far as that goes, that's a pretty good wrap up for week 1. And we'll probably put some content out for week 2, but we'll be back online live for week 3 here in the next couple days.
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed.